Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Laurel Park Saturday Replay Show. 11 jam-packed races, big fields, turf action here at Laurel Park on Saturday afternoon. The return of jockey Trevor McCarthy after taking Friday off. He's back again. Javion Toledo took the lead in the jockey standings on Friday with a big 4-win day. Trevor looking to battle back to the top of the jockey standings, several mounts on Saturday afternoon. Well, we've got a new OTB open we'd like to tell you about. If you're up in the Perryville area, now you can enjoy Laurel Park, Maryland racing, and simulcast action from around the nation. Our new OTB in Perryville will open Monday, Halloween Day, October 31st in Perryville now. Our new OTB in our off-track betting system here. Watch and wager on the Maryland Jockey Club and simulcast action around the country. Let's get to the action fast and firm the conditions for Saturday afternoon with a 12:30 post.
One turn mile, second wire. And they're off. Dancin' Dene in mid-pack with Solafidi down inside of that one. The outside is Silly Face with early speed as well as they move on to the main portion of the track. Now from in between horses, Becky Kecky has come on to claim the lead. So it's Becky Kecky and Silly Face 1-2, Solafide real third. Dancin' Dene, I Am Superior 2, pushing up on the inside, now a close fourth within 2 of the lead. Dancin' Dene is back in fifth as they sort out the Nur Ayun. In between horses is Time to Spare. Here's the Blues Dancer racing out in the clear and 6 from the front. Back to Dragon Queen and Dumpster Diva, and Amour's Charm is 11th and last. 10 lengths will cover the field into the far turn run, second wire run, 3.5 furlongs left to go. Silly Face going to go on with it. Silly Face, Dancin' Dene coming back for more in the second, and Becky Kecky is backed off. Time to Spare is in between horses, and the Blues Dancer still out there, 4 wide in the clear, and Dragon Queen now taking off the inside. Dragon Queen is the one widest of them all. Amour's Charm just in behind that group of the orange colors, and they're into the stretch with a quarter of a mile left to go. It's Dancin' Dene. Dancin' Dene from Silly Face, and Dragon Queen charging hard into third, and Amour's Charm out of the middle of the track, then Solafide. They've got a furlong left to go. Dancin' Dene and Kevin Gomez kick away with a 3-length lead from Dragon Queen and Amour's Charm on the outside. And in between horses, too, battling on is the Blues Dancer. Dancin' Dene just in front. The Blues Dancer, close finish, mile wire. Dancin' Dene. The Blues Dancer in the close photo for second. And they're off. Cold Spice on the outside gate. Raven Rush got a clean break too, and Take a Chance on Me at the rail is Pagan Power racing up close there in fourth. Then Grecian Prince is in fifth, and Big Silver Hoss and Sir Luca Richard in the back of the pack. Now Big Silver Hoss drops out to last. 6 lengths will cover the field. Cold Spice well off the inside, allowing room for Raven Rush to prompt through in the second. Take a Chance on Me and Pagan Power is fourth. And Grecian Prince is out in the clear in fifth, 4 wide. Sir Luca Richard is off the inside in between horses. Now only 3 from the front, and last is Big Silver Hoss in 7th with less than a half-mile to go. Around that turn, Cold Spice and Evian Toledo kicking on strongly to open a 2-length lead. Grecian Prince and Raven Rush. Sir Luca Richard is in 4th as they round that turn, and then back to Big Silver Hoss racing 3rd last position. Take a Chance on Me and Pagan Power at the tail. At the quarter pole on the top of the stretch, and it's Cold Spice leading the way as they make the turn in. Cold Spice, Grecian Prince, and Sir Luca Richard. Now on the outside, Sir Luca Richard and Grecian Prince come to settle it. Cold Spice backs off for the final furlong. Sir Luca Richard and Angel Serpa going to work. They've got the lead by a length from Grecian Prince. Then Cold Spice. It's well back to Big Silver Hoss. Less than a 16 to go. Sir Luca Richard pulling away. Good looking score from Sir Luca Richard from Grecian Prince. Then Cold Spice. Big Silver Hoss, Raven Rush. And they're off. Immunity, but Bluegrass Rye is speeding to the front, and now there goes Bluegrass Rye up to the lead, and Savor the Joy up on the inside. Bluegrass Rye and Savor the Joy hooking up around that turn. In the meantime, just off them is Path Dependent on the chase from 3rd position, and Quality Counts down to the rail in 4th. Tap the Pistol is a gray in between horses in 5th, followed by Immunity is next, and it is back to Mount Defiance on the inside as they make their way down the backstretch now. And now Mount Defiance is in between horses, about 7 from the front. Irish Major racing to the back of the pack. Bourbon Commander with no early foot, and Space Ranger is the last runner. 7 or 8 lengths will cover the field. Savor the Joy. Savor the Joy's in front by a half length from Bluegrass Rye, and Path Dependent is 3rd. And then to the outside, racing in 4th position is Tap the Pistol, the gray, followed by in between horses. Mount Defiance is now within 3 of the lead, and length and a half more back, and Quality Counts is on the inside, and they're followed by Immunity. And back to Irish Major, Bourbon Commander, Space Ranger is last with 3 furlongs to go. It is Savor the Joy clinging to a narrow lead. Bluegrass Rye there on the outside still. Just in behind them is Tap the Pistol racing in 3rd position. Right there too is Path Dependent, who's got a shot. And Quality Counts takes that inside run, and Quality Counts is in traffic. Where's Quality Counts going to go? Bounced around there. No room for Quality Counts. No particular place to go, but Immunity sweeps up on the outside, and Immunity's come to take the lead. Bourbon Commander's coming as well. It's Immunity, Bourbon Commander on the outside. Immunity, Bourbon Commander. Path Dependent's going to make it close for a second, followed by Space Ranger and Tap the Pistol. And unlucky there was Savor the Joy. And they're off. Staff Sergeant Reckless, Jump for Trump, and Crisis Averted all with early speed, and Holiday Blues is fourth. And back to Nerette, one off the inside at the rail is Security Check, just 4 lengths off the leader, and it's Borealis Beauty. Jump for Trump leads the way. Jump for Trump with 4.5 furlongs left to go, 3/4 in front from Crisis Averted and Staff Sergeant Reckless on the outside. Security Check down inside there in fourth. Holiday Blues is fifth around the far turn, and Nerette in between horses sixth, and Borealis Beauty. It's a tight pack, only 5 lengths from first to last, 3 furlongs to go. Jump for Trump, Crisis Averted, and Staff Sergeant Reckless on the outside. Holiday Blues looms up there 4 wide at the top of the stretch. Just in behind them is Security Check as they make the turn for home. Staff Sergeant Reckless wide off that turn into the stretch with a lead from Holiday Blues on the outside. Holiday Blues is set down. Staff Sergeant Reckless is digging for the final furlong. Borealis Beauty is in third. It's Holiday Blues determined on the outside. Staff Sergeant Reckless fighting with heart on the inside. Staff Sergeant Reckless in the photo with Holiday Blues. Staff Sergeant Reckless or Holiday Blues, Borealis Beauty. Security Check followed by Nerette. Second wire finish. And they're off. What the Chubb, Golden Emperor out of the gate first from High Bar. Then Respighi running in the 4th spot. Here's Petizum on the outside. Oak Bluffs is in between horses in that group 2. And flying Toby Childers and Where's Dominic is last of them all. 7 lengths from first to last. It's Golden Emperor out kicking him into the turn. Golden Emperor is in front. Golden Emperor now picking up on the outside is midway 2nd spot. And battling on to is What the Chubb with that early foot. Another 2 back, and it's High Bar. Outside of that is Petizum and flying Toby Childers. Oak Bluff still 6 to make up, and Where's Dominic and Respighi is last. They're into the stretch, 1/4 of a mile to go to the 2nd wire, and Trevor McCarthy and Golden Emperor kicking away now by 1.5 lengths. What the Chubb is given all but on the chase in 2nd. Flying Toby Childers down inside is moving forward from 3rd, and then it's Oak Bluffs racing 4th on the outside. They've got a 16 to go. It's Golden Emperor. Oak Bluffs on the outside is coming. Oak Bluffs on the outside going to make it very close. Here's the line. Golden Emperor and Oak Bluffs. Golden Emperor, Oak Bluffs in the photo, and flying Toby Childers close 3rd as well. Ready for the start of the pick six. And they're off. Bridge Builder, Gansby Tavern, slow to go. Jazz Lover Man on the inside there is Twist of Lime flashing up, and Nickamo to the outside has Speed 2. In between them is Liar's Dice up close in fourth. Then Magician's Calendar well settled at opening for a long and a half, racing in fifth spot. Dear Old Dad to the outside of that, racing in sixth. Spring Ahead advances from seventh position as they head on for the far turn. And then in between horses is One Bourbon, One Beer. And they're followed by Bridge Builder, who broke sluggishly, and Gadsby Tavern. They're followed by Stay On Point up from second last, and Valley Cal is the trailer. Jazz Loverman leads the way. Jazz Loverman with 2.5 furlongs left to run. Spring Ahead continues progress out wide on the track. Nickamo and Liar's Dice is right there on the outside with a fighting shot. 2 in Magician's Calendar. They're into the stretch, and it's Jazz Loverman clinging to a narrow lead, but Liar's Dice shooting through on the inside to challenge for the lead, and Spring Ahead on the far outside. Spring Ahead's just in front now. Spring Ahead and Liar's Dice, then Jazz Loverman's backed away in third. They're followed by Stay On Point, is advanced on the far outside, but time is running out. Liar's Dice, Liar's Dice, Liar's Dice to do it in front from Spring Ahead a length and a half. Then Stay On Point, Magician's Calendar, Jazz Loverman, a Bridge Builder. For Team Valor, second wire finish. And they're off. My Sister Carol very fast away from the gate. Chloe's White Sox is at the outside, and Gold Tinker with Speed 2. Little Stella's racing fourth. Virgo Rising in between horses. Next in fifth position is Lady Allegra, who is in sixth in the second group of horses out there. 3 deep, another 2.5 back. And it is Southern Peach, who's next as they round that far turn. And Trelamo's dropped to the back of the pack now. Outside is Smart and Smokin', and Fly Girl. Now Trelamo is last. Coming to the top of the stretch with 3 of them across the track, facing more than a quarter of a mile to go to the second wire finish. Chloe's White Sox's My Sister Caro and Gold Tinker battling hard to the inside. Here's Lady Allegra set down toward the center of the course. They're into the stretch with a final furlong to go. And it is My Sister Caro, Lady Allegra to the outside. And Chloe's White Sox is in a pitch battle with Gold Tinker right there too in the inside. Here's Lady Allegra on the outside. My Sister Caro photo finish coming up. My Sister Caro in a photo. It's tight. It's tight with Lady Allegra, My Sister Caro. Trevor looking for the triple. And Lady Allegra photo finish second wire. 3-1 MC Squared and Good Feng Shui. And they're off second wire finish in the sprint. It's Good Feng Shui bouncing right out on top with Bill's Passion accompanying. Bill's Passion now that head in front from Good Feng Shui. MC Squared is third, then Grand Old Game fourth. Made Bail fifth on the inside. Not a Chances in sixth. They're followed by Joseph and Mr. Freud, and available at the back of the pack. And Blue Moon Ace is the last horse now, some 9 off that leader. Into the far turn, Bill's Passion firing along at a solid pace from MC Squared, a length and a quarter. Grand Old Game is third. Good Feng Shui's backed off a bit in fourth under steady drive, and it's Joseph on the outside. In between horses, there is Not a Chance, who's got a chance. Not a Chance trying to rev up. Just in behind horses, they're into the stretch, a quarter of a mile left to go. Bill's Passion from Grand Old Game to the attack on the outside. MC Squared and Not a Chance still fighting on the inside and trying to gain some ground. And here's on the outside, taking the lead, Grand Old Game. Grand Old Game's in front. Grand Old Game at a big old price, 24-1. Grand Old Game. Grand Old Game and Bill's Passion. Then Not a Chance, late run Blue Moon Ace. Grand Old Game, Bill's Passion. And they're off. My Chessa Charm broke running, and Dominus Effect is there with Bodaciousness on the outside, and Barley Jack early speed 4 right across. Discreet Deceit just in behind that quartet, and in between horses racing in fifth. Lady Keswick is in sixth, and Star Touch is seventh, only about 5 lengths off the lead. Here's Aiden's Ragdoll, the favorite, making headway on the outside, has moved up fifth, now within 3 lengths of the lead, a gap of 3 or 4 lengths back. Jumpstart My Heart, and last of all is Lady Lindsay, who's got 9 to make up into the far turn. Bodaciousness into the turn, 3 ace to go. Bodaciousness with 3 furlongs to run, kicks away by almost 2 lengths. Barley Jack Aiden's Ragdoll is in third position, and in between horses, Discreet Deceit is racing in fourth. My Chessa Charm under pressure to stay at the rail, and it's Lady Keswick about 5 deep into the stretch, followed by Dominus Effect in between horses as they make the turn in. Bodaciousness, the one to catch. Bodaciousness up top, and here on the outside is Discreet Deceit. Tipping just off them is Aiden's Ragdoll in the middle of the track, and at the rail is Barley Jack on the extreme outside. Lady Keswick, 4, 5 of them line up. On the outside, it's Aiden's Ragdoll and Lady Keswick. Aiden's Ragdoll, Lady Keswick on the outside trying to get by. Aiden's Ragdoll by a neck from Lady Keswick. Discreet Deceit was third, then Barley Jack and Dominus Effect. And they're off. Solid beginning there, and it is No Wonder an English Minister out first, and No Wonder an English Minister head-to-head as they push to that turn. And School of Hard Rocks is up there racing in third position. Then Iconic Artist on the far outside next in fourth. Top of Mind, the favorite, is well settled in the opening 2 furlongs, and Domo Artigado's in between horses. And back to Chiropractor and El Jefe Grande as the last runner. Only 7 lengths from first to last, and it's just a sensible pace set by English Minister, who leads. English Minister's in front, but on the outside, Iconic Artist. Now a close second, almost up to even terms. School of Hard Rocks and No Wonder back fourth the inside. Just a length and a quarter from the front, Domo Artigato. And Top of Mind. Top of Mind's on the inside there, about 4 lengths from the leaders. And back to Chiropractor, and last is El Jefe Grande. It's been a fairly easy pace, though it's quickened up just a bit for English Minister. Ahead in front from Iconic Artist, a second spot. School of Hard Rocks is third. The inside is No Wonder in fourth. Domo Artigato is in fifth. Top of Mind's being asked for a little more run, but has slipped some 6-7 lengths off the lead. And Chiropractor, and last is El Jefe Grande. So the midway on that final turn. Iconic Artist on the outside, and English Minister trying to dig to the inside. School of Hard Rocks, they're followed in the back there by a No Wonder just in behind horses. And ground saving El Jefe Grande trying to make headway. Now Top of Mind is switched to the far outside, and Top of Mind, who dropped back around that final turn, just has too much class for them. Top of Mind's in front from the battling English Minister. Here's Top of Mind, a 16th left to go. Top of Mind to win it by a neck and determined. English Minister tried to forge back late, then Iconic Artists, and then School of Hard Rocks. And they're off. Skip a Rock in class terms on the rail first out, and My Vixen on the outside there is Morning Vow pushing up to fourth while wide out from that far outside post. And it's Lady Ariel's Key in between horses, just 3 off the leaders, and Home to Caro Keel is next, and Second Hand Angel is on the inside as they bunch up into the first turn. Second Hand Angel had to check out of there in some tight quarters. Another 3 or 4 back, and Carantul well settled the tail of the field with Triana down inside of her. And last of them all is Mazzy Star, has got 13 to make up, but the pace is honest. Leading the way is Class Terms. Class Terms just in front. Home to Caro Keel and Skipper Rock third in between horses. Morning Vow on the outside trying to keep up there in fourth. Then inside is My Vixen, is getting a good run from fifth position. Another 2 lengths back in the field. And next is Strayana. Strayana's getting a little closer. Lady Ariel's Keys in between horses. Karen Tools racing on the outside. Going to launch a 4-wide bid for the far turn run with 3.5 furlongs left in the race. Second Hand Angel and Mazzy Star now only 8 lengths first to last. Home to Caro Keel is the leader. Home to Caro Keel from Skipper Rock in second, and Karen Tool up on the outside now moving forward. Now My Vixen has checked out of there. My Vixen had some trouble, and now Strayana comes through in between horses. Strayana and Karen Tool top of the stretch. Karen Tool's wide out. Strayana a fairly straight course into the stretch, and Karen Tool drifts to the far outside rail. Down to the inside is Skipper Rock, who's weary, and Second Hand Angel Angels recovered after trouble early in the race, has moved into second. There's a 16th left to go, and here's Sarah Schaefer and Strayana. Strayana going to win it by 4 at the end. From Secondhand Angel, very close photo with Mazzy Star and a tough-to-ride Karen Toole, and they're followed by Skipper Rockholm to Carol Keel.
"11 races on the books on Saturday, and we have more action tomorrow at Laurel Park on Sunday afternoon with a post time at 12:30. The big Breeders' Cup weekend's coming up at Santa Anita. Be sure to watch and wager here at Laurel Park on all the Breeders' Cup races simulcast from Santa Anita, and boost your bankroll on Saturday with $15,000 up for grabs here at Laurel Park. Drawings will be held throughout the day with a chance to win up to $2,000. Breeders' Cup Friday and Saturday, November 4th and November 5th. We'll see you back at the track Sunday at 12:30 for more live racing action. Thanks for joining us here on the Saturday Replay Show.